Alright, welcome to the GCW WrestleMania 8 match card announcement. We have 4 matches we're going to make official here today. And also after that, we're going to go into the GCW Live Super Show match card that we're going to air right here on the channel before GCW WrestleMania 8. But first off, we're going to go through the 4 GCW WrestleMania 8 matches that have already been announced. So, as you probably know, if you have watched the GCW Royal Rumble, our main event for GCW WrestleMania 8 is going to be GCW Champion Kenny Omega versus the Royal Rumble winner of 2020, Brock Lesnar. Entered at number 2 and won the whole thing. Now Kenny Omega has won the GCW Championship at GCW WrestleMania 6, so he's going into GCW WrestleMania 8 still being the champion. He has never been pinned, has never been submitted. The only loss he has on his record is the one against The Fiend at the Royal Rumble. That was due to disqualification because Braun Strowman ran in and attacked The Fiend Bray Wyatt. Now, this match is going to be very, very interesting. We have Kenny Omega, who seems unstoppable on one end, but then we have Brock Lesnar, who has been so dominant. I've never seen that dominant performance in a GCW Royal Rumble match. He went through Umaga on GCW Live, F5'd him through the announcer's table, then again in the ring, picked up the victory there. And now Lesnar and Omega are going to clash in the main event of GCW WrestleMania 8. Then another match that has just been announced yesterday, if you have catched the clip on the channel. We have a tag team title match for the vacant GCW Tag Team Championships. We have Suzuki-gun, Zack Sabre Jr. and Minoru Suzuki taking on the team of the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, the Bro Matt Riddle, and a newly signed team by Shane McMahon, Ricochet, and Cedric Alexander. Now, Ricochet has had a run in GCW before. 2 years ago, he was in the Rumble. He competed in the Cruiserweight Championship match at GCW WrestleMania 5 and at GCW WrestleMania 6. And now he made his return with Cedric Alexander to compete in the tag team division in GCW. I think this could be very interesting. I have no clue who is going to take home the belts. Definitely let me know your predictions in the comment section below. So this is the official tag team titles match for GCW WrestleMania 8. Then another match we do have on the card is a singles match between AJ Styles and Cody. Now these two had 2 matches before. They had one last year in 2019 that AJ Styles was able to win. And then they went on and had another match at Judgment Day in a tables match where Cody ended up throwing AJ Styles. So what happened there? There were 2 tables set up in the ring. Cody and AJ were fighting on top of it. And then Cody went ahead and powerbombed AJ Styles from that table platform to the outside through another table to win the match. And that did injure AJ Styles for a while, took him out for a while. But then he did return at the Royal Rumble, eliminated Cody Rhodes via powerbomb, threw him into the cameraman, and that is how Cody got eliminated. Now they want to settle the score at GCW WrestleMania 8 when it is again Cody against AJ Styles. And then the Cruiserweight title match for GCW WrestleMania 8 has been decided at the Royal Rumble because we had in the Royal Rumble Finn Balor, who eliminated Will Ospreay via a brutal Bloody Sunday on the ring apron. And then Finn Balor, on the other hand, was eliminated by John Morrison, who's not officially part of the GCW roster, but he was competing in the Cruiserweight Classic last year, and he has been there at the Royal Rumble as well. So, because Morrison eliminated Balor, we had to add John Morrison to the Cruiserweight Championship match because it only makes sense. Now, if someone gets eliminated, if a champion gets eliminated at the Royal Rumble, the guy that's going to be eliminating him is obviously going to receive a title shot, which was Finn Balor, but then Finn Balor got eliminated by John Morrison, so we decided to make it a triple threat match at GCW WrestleMania 8. Will Ospreay going to put his title on the line against Balor and Morrison. Ospreay been champion since last year's WrestleMania when he took the belt off of Hiromu Takahashi in the three-way with Hiromu and Rey Mysterio. Now, at this year's match could be even better. The Cruiserweights last year almost stole the show in that three-way match. Was really, really good. The Cruiserweights always seem to be stealing the show. They also had a very good showing in the four-way at GCW WrestleMania 6. And now heading into WrestleMania 8, we're going to have another three-way. And I'm really curious to see who will walk out with the Cruiserweight Championship out of that event. Okay, now let's get into the GCW Super Show. Now let's get into the GCW Live Super Show that we have set up. Now, first match on the card is going to be a tag team match. John Morrison is going to bring his tag team partner, The Miz, with him to GCW to take on the team of Will Ospreay and Finn Balor as a preview match for their WrestleMania 8 Cruiserweight Championship match. So that's going to open up the GCW Live Super Show, airing in a couple weeks here on the channel. Then a second match on that card is going to be Drew McIntyre and Darby Allin in a Falls Count Anywhere match for the Extreme Style Championship. Now, we've seen the match at the Royal Rumble between Darby Allin and Drew McIntyre, and then Darby Allin later on went on to eliminate Drew McIntyre from the Royal Rumble, hit the coffin drop out of the ring onto the stage, eliminated himself. He didn't care. He wanted another opportunity at the Extreme Style Championship from Drew McIntyre. So we have set this up for Falls Count Anywhere, so pins can be made on the ramp wherever they need to. So that is going to be the second match of that night. And then we're going to move on to the Intercontinental Championship match. Like I mentioned, Royal Rumble eliminations matter in GCW. So we have Tetsuya Naito, who has to put his Intercontinental Championship on the line against John Cena, who eliminated him really, really quickly in this year's Royal Rumble match. So this is going to be the last championship match before GCW WrestleMania 8. Then a very, very interesting tag team match as a preview for GCW WrestleMania 8 as well. We're going to have GCW champion Kenny Omega and Cody, the Bullet Club, take on Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles. And there are very interesting dynamics in this match right here. So we have Omega and Lesnar, who obviously will have the Mania match. Cody and AJ, who will have a Mania match. Now, Omega and Styles has been the huge feud in GCW for the past 2-3 years. So we're going to see Omega and Styles in the same ring once again. I'm really curious to see what happens there. It seems like they have kind of resolved their issues, but I think if they are in the same ring, there's definitely stuff going to go down once again. And then we have also Brock Lesnar, who's teaming up with AJ Styles. Those were the final two in this year's Royal Rumble match before Lesnar then eliminated AJ Styles to win the whole thing. So, interesting tag team match that's going to happen right there. And then we have a huge grudge match set up. We had the street fight at the Royal Rumble between Moxley and Rollins. Now, Rollins kind of stole the victory there, cut the match short, and then later on, Rollins went into the Rumble at number 30 because he beat Jon Moxley in the opening match, and then Moxley eliminated Seth Rollins right after he came in. Rollins was going for the curb stomp, and Moxley just threw him over the top rope. So we have another match between these two. We're going to have Moxley Rollins, and it's going to be a no ropes barbed wire match. So there are not going to be any ropes, and they will be allowed to use anything they want. They have been running around with the barbed wire chairs, so definitely barbed wire is going to be there. And yeah, it's not only barbed wire, they can use anything they want in the match. So I definitely think this is going to be a very, very intense matchup to main event the GCW Live Super Show. I think it might get bloody, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, that is the card for the GCW Live Super Show. Like I said, we have 4 matches announced for GCW WrestleMania 8, and then we're going to have 4 more announcements, I would say after the GCW Live Super Show. So when that show is over, you should have a good idea on what the whole card for GCW WrestleMania 8 is going to be. So that is this quick news update here for GCW. Let me know what do you think of these WrestleMania matches. What do you think of the GCW Live Super Show card? Thank you for joining me here today, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.